What's up?
Mark,
Voice connect.
you still there? No, I dropped everything. Dropped out for a second.
Oh, I'm here.
Here's Scrap. I don't know what happened. I can't even hear it on my desktop anymore.
All right, let me check this thing real quick.
Can I hear music? Oh my
Mark,
God,
I gotta
what's
show
going
you
on?
this thing real quick.
Cool.
I pressed this something and that was a bad idea.
Karima, can you hear anyone or no? No.
No, Rima, you don't hear us? No, she don't hear us. What's up?
Oh, I can hear again.
Okay. And now I'm also hearing a replay of the stream, I think?
Yeah, that's a hot
Okay.
minute. That was me like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, okay.
Are you there?
We hear you.
Okay, bet. I couldn't hear it and now I can hear again.
Okay, cool. Boy, streaming is very difficult. Okay, so now that we're live, I've got like 2 hours. So my plan has been to work on this this like digital streamer conference that Doc and I have been talking about. Working on that as much as I can. Mini TwitchCon as they call it.
I think a part of the problem is that Buffer is live.
For you? What's going on for you, Rima?
I think you might have talked to her in the chat. I don't think she can do it. Hold on.
What is happening?
Deafen means they can't hear. Yeah, she can't hear. Okay, cool. Boy, streaming is very difficult.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think I'm gonna stop doing this ever.
Yeah, this is not great. Let's just stream on our own.
Yeah, we tried.
We tried.
This is what I'm gonna do, Mark. I'm gonna go through and send you a quick video in a moment of all the things I need you to do, and then I'll just be working at the same time. How about that?
I love it.
All right, awesome. All right, give me 1 sec. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Coco.
Bye.
All right, so this can go here. Now our audio is way cleaner. We have way less issue. Not talking to anybody but me. Rima's probably still watching. Everybody's still watching. So what I'm going to be working on today. Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Bursteiner. This is a live stream. If you're not watching it live, you shouldn't be. You're really messing up if you're not watching it live. I stream live on everything. On via Restream. We're on Mixer. We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. You name it. Don't, though. But you could if you named it. And today, I'm going to just be doing a little bit of work. There's a lot to do. 12 Wednesday next week. I wrote that down. I don't even know how long ago. I don't know what this was even in reference to. But so here's the sitch. There is a hypothesis that we should be able to build out a sort of Twitch con, but virtual, and specifically using a really neat tool called Hopin. Hopin is like kind of wild. What it's capable of is really neat. They have been, let me show you. They've been doing live streamed events. Prithvi, what's up, bud? How's it going? How you been? Kickstarter's coming, bud. Kickstarter's coming. We just sent off some. That's not it. We just sent off some direction and designs for the hoodie. We have a really neat exclusive hoodie coming in partnership with Insert Coin. What is the URL? Oh, a Hopin.2. Got it. Okay. So Hopin.2. These folks are pretty slick. This product is really incredible. I was super impressed. I've done a tour of the product and I've gotten acquainted with the team. I know Doc also knows the team. And what they have built here, I can't speak to its stability or processing or throughput or things of that nature. What I can say is that they have designed a platform that is specifically designed for turning physical conferences, events, into virtual ones, digital ones. And the main thing that they do that I really love, that I think is super, super cool, is they give you all these different types of contexts in which to live stream. And our hypothesis here is we can build an event in which the, let's say, event booths, right? So like normally you go to an expo hall at GDC, at PAX, whatever, you name it. And you've got all these brands advertising to you, and there's just like someone standing there waiting for you to show up, and they're standing there waiting to shill you on whatever the product is, right? But we kind of imagine that we could set up a streaming conference, sort of like TwitchCon, but, you know, for all content creators, all streamers, that utilizes, you know, the traditional structure of a conference with talks, with networking, with sessions, but with the booths full of, instead of the cast of streamers. Each booth, each video stream inside of Hopin supports RTMP, the real-time media protocol. So that means that any stream platform, any stream any stream application that you already use, OBS, Streamlabs, Lightstream, you name it, they are all fair game. So streamers can literally just plug in new credentials and be done, be good to go, and be streaming into these booths and have folks who have paid for access to the event be able to have kind of like really intimate one-on-one time, or at least, you know, group time with a particular streamer, you know, like a subscriber would in a back channel. So our hypothesis is we can set up an event here for a tremendous amount of value for the streaming community, and there's I think a lot of knowledge that we have that we can share. So the idea here is to target some dates, target some streamers who we think would be a really good fit, and start putting together what a roster would look like for talks and a few tracks, right? So we know we're going to use Hopin. Let's this is a heading as well. So we know we're going to use Hopin. Let's do the tracks. So I'm just starting to like brain dump over here. What do we need to know? What do we need to nail down for an event like this, right? Timing, sponsors, partners, and streamers. So I want to show you a quick thing that I did this really stupidly in Notion. Notion's really great, really smart. So what I could have done if I were a smart guy is I could have just written all of these things down. What's the shortcut? Control Alt? No. Shift Alt? No. Control Shift? There it is. Control Shift on Windows. It's not exactly a comfortable shortcut for the fingies, because it's all the way 1 through 9, right? But you can see here, this is what I did. This is where I messed up, right? What I should have done is just started with just straight up text, right? If I had just started with text, so let's see what that would have looked like, right? So if I just start with text and I just start like dumping my ideas here, like ba 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 ba, it's a really quick and easy way to, and then you just turn them into something else, right? So I want to turn that into a heading 1. Now they're all heading 1s. If I want to turn those all into pages, you hit 9, Control Shift 9. Now each of those is their own page. It's crazy. Notion's so powerful. It's wild. So this, in fact, also needs to be its own page. So we'll say turn into page, and we'll dump Hopin into here. And now Hopin's actually got to change into its own heading because now that's its own thing. We can also turn these into toggles, which I really like. Helps with space a lot. Boom. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you can't see the toggle. Hold up. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Love you, Notion. So, these are the things that we need to start thinking about. Streamers, not streamer. Streaming. Streamers to target, to invite, who we think we would do really well in an event like this. And let's think about timing here. In fact, let's be smart. Let's turn these all into toggles, because that way we can edit this. And then once it gets a little bit thicker with 2 C's, thick with 2 C's, thick. We'll flesh it out a little bit more. So timing. When is TwitchCon? I kind of think we should try and wait until after TwitchCon. So what do we got? Amsterdam canceled. San Diego, September. Yeah, we might be out of quarantine by September. We'll see. So this one would be in San Diego. So we should try and avoid, because we know that TwitchCon Amsterdam is also going to be going virtual, I think. Is it not? No, I don't think it is. Okay. So this was going to be May 2nd through 3rd. So why don't we target May, 2nd week of May. Can I do that? No. Bummer. So let's just say May 10th for now. What does that look like on the calendar? Yeah, 2nd weekend of May, so let's say 8th through the 10th. Okay. Can I expand all of these for you? But I'm filling that all up with. TwitchCon May 2nd through 3rd, if virtual. And San Diego TwitchCon is September what? 25th through the 27th. You see that? Oh my gosh. I love Notion so much. You're not seeing me actually do the typing, but like I just typed @ 27th. Oh, but it grabbed January 27th. Dang it. It was wrong. It almost really like showed everybody up. So we need September 25th through the 27th. No, not May. And not 2020. Roger. Cool. All right. What tracks would we be considering? Let's see. We need a couple of pretty big tracks here. So let's make a couple more toggle lists. We'll make a couple lists of ideas first. So we need marketing. We need content production. We need partnerships. We need, what else do streamers need? Marketing, content production, discipline. I think discipline, like, well, I suppose that's business practice, mental health and discipline, maybe. Business. Business is huge. So those are some good tracks to start with. So we'll toggle those. Now those are all toggles. Are they open? No. Bingo. Okay, so tools we're using include Hopin. We need some sort of email. In fact, I'm sorry, I gotta turn these all to toggles. I can't think. Email. So email ought to be probably, I know Doc likes ConvertKit. MailChimp is what I'm used to. Some sort of like Substack probably. Maybe I should think about Substack for the streamers so that they can start setting up their own marketing funnels, etc. We're gonna need somebody to like really double down on like marketing and social. And that means we need blog posts, tweets, Insta, etc. Oh. And can we have a cover, please? This is... Hope everybody's been staying smart and staying safe in these unprecedented times that we live in. If you can stay home, stay home. If you can't stay home, be safe. Wear gloves, wear a mask. Do the thing. So here is the sort of like, here's what we're gonna need. Here's the sort of like starting point so we can start building this out, fleshing this out. This is just private to me right now. Marketing and social tools we need TweetDeck, Buffer. We need, what else? TweetDeck and Buffer, Figma, Notion. Okay, so let's start considering some streamers here. Who would we want to target? Who would we want to extend an invite to for something like this? Hopin is definitely a great option because we are going to be using their platform as a sponsor. Notion would be a great sponsor. Logitech would be a great sponsor. I'm talking about reaching out to partners right now, to sponsors right now. And then what streamers do we think? Definitely the Black Girl Gamers crew. They have so many brilliant and funny and talented women streaming on that channel. They've got like a dozen folks. So inviting the team to send over whoever they have, whoever their flagship creator is. That would be great. So let's say Black Girl Gamers. Right here. I think Sham would probably have some input into this. Oh, also, this is one of my favorite things about Notion. A lot of things about it are intuitive. So if you look at this, right? So I copied the link to Black Girl Gamers' Twitter account. All I did was type Black Girl Gamers. When you highlight text, you don't have to click link. You can just copy paste, and it does the thing. Isn't that wild? Like if you wanted to, you could, right? You could hit Control K and then paste your link into there. But why waste the steps, right? If there's text, highlight it, paste, boom, done. God, I love Notion so much. So streamers, let's go. Let's keep going. I think Iniquity has a way about him. He is very welcoming and very friendly, but he's just incredibly talented as a person and in Titanfall 2. He's really good at Titanfall 2. And he's also a rapper. He's got side hustles. He's got a lot going on, TBH. So, who else makes sense for this? Ekugan, I think is how you say his name. I love him. He has been one of the most consistent Destiny streamers over the last few months, for me anyway. And it's a real breath of fresh air, because I see a lot of the same faces a lot in the Destiny community, and I really appreciate bringing a sort of a new perspective to the space. I would love to invite our friend Anna. I think Anna's probably a great fit because she's super funny.
Well, the outfit you're wearing, you don't see that kind of around here. What's the design from Moshiku?
And the idea here is we really want to try and be inviting streamers that are like have already demonstrated the willingness to do the work, folks who have demonstrated some sort of traction, right? That's really who we're looking for here. Folks who are like close to like a tipping point, right? Folks who are just about to pop, right? And with the right help, maybe they can, with the right support, maybe they can like quit their day job, right? Maybe they could do this full time. Maybe they could take their community from, 140 viewers at a time to 400 viewers at a time, right? Double, triple those numbers, add zeros to those numbers, and help, get the thing out there. I think one of the big important marketing tools that we have at our disposal is this marketing matrix in a box that I made based on a lot of Doc's work. Doc had a really interesting method flow through which to help streamers, influencers, content creators on the internet really start to wrap their head around the tactics required from digital marketing. So I took that and I synthesized it into a suite of Notion templates that all talk to one another. And I think this is one of the really big pieces. So I think if we can start using this as a lead magnet, right? This is free. This is something that can go out. We can start. We have a survey here for if folks want to work with us, right? Like obviously we will take on paid work to work with you as a streamer and help you execute against all of these tools, right? Like here's all the tools. We're telling you how it's done. We're giving you all the secret sauce. But if you want help doing this kind of stuff, if you are trying to hire someone to do it, like fill out the survey, same idea with TwitchCon, right? We can absolutely use this as a lead generator and use this because it's specifically designed for streamers and content creators to get it into the hands of a handful of content creators who need this kind of tool, who need this kind of support, who need a marketing team, production team, or at the very least someone to help them learn how to do it themselves, right? Also, totally aside, I really need to do something about my computer. I have to clean it out. I have to vacuum it because I'm dropping frames like crazy. 64% of skipped frames over the last 2 minutes? Are you for real? Wow. All right, I got to do something with my settings here at some point after this stream because I had a hard time streaming Destiny 2 the other night as well, and I really want to be able to stream Destiny more. So, this marketing matrix in a box I think is super, super helpful for what we're trying to do here. Let's back up. So, virtual StreamCon, cool. So we've got a handful of folks here. Eventually, what we can do is we can take these, we can turn these into pages, and then we can take those pages and we can make a new database. Hold up. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? No, you're not seeing what I'm seeing on stream. Hold up. Let me switch to your window. So here's what we got going on here, right? So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna turn these into pages. Boom, now they're pages. And then we're gonna go grab a database. I'm just gonna make a quick inline board. Streamer outreach. We're gonna get rid of these cards. We're gonna hide this column. We're gonna say cold. We're gonna say ice cube. We're gonna turn that blue. We're gonna say warm. And we're gonna say sun. And we're gonna turn that red. And actually, no, I'm sorry. We're gonna turn that orange. And we're gonna say hot. And we're gonna put a fire. And this is gonna be a little matrix for how well we know this person. Like, do we have a relationship with them? In fact, this should be blue. Do we have a relationship with them? Is this someone who we're gonna cold reach out to on the internet? Is this someone who we have a warm connection to? Is this someone who we've got an introduction from, right? So let's say Iniquity, I'm warm with him. Ekugun would be cold. Blackout Gamers would be cold. Monkey, we know Anna personally. And Samora would be cold. So now that we've got this database in here, we can stick this in here and keep that tucked away hidden for now as we're working, right? While we're working on this stuff. So we can pop that open. We can say we can add folks to this list as we go, as needed. Let's make these smaller cards so we can fit a little bit more. We don't need them assigned to anybody right now. We don't need anything of that nature, right? Simple little database. So we'll keep building this out. And I think what we should maybe also do is set up like a para setup. So where we've got, if you watch or have ever seen Tiago Forte, this is a method that makes a lot of sense to a lot of folks right now, right? It's called para. P-A-R-A. Break it down. P-A-R-A. So what we've got here is... Oops. Should be a little easier to see. So what we've got here is our projects, areas, resources, and our archive, right? So these four things are the four like kind of really super important things when it comes to our thought processes and when we are trying to organize large amounts of data and process. Almost everything that we're going through in a particular workspace can be distilled down into one of these four things. And archive also just kind of works as a catch-all, right? So what I'd like to do is build a little matrix here so that the people who are working on this particular project have access to all of the things related to it, right? So projects, because this is a project in and of itself, like it's entirely possible that this really ought to be in another project, right? If we were just making this in a Notion workspace, for example, you can see here on the left, right? If we were making a whole workspace just for virtual StreamCon, yeah, that entire team, that workspace would have a full suite of projects. And under those projects, we would have all the things, and everything would be pertaining to virtual StreamCon. That's kind of how I'm looking at projects here versus a particular workspace where just a bunch of people all work together, right? So under projects, the thing that I like to do is, again, make another little table. In fact, bear with me. I will go and grab, where is it? I have a set of templates that I don't recall where I put them. No, I think I moved it with me over to Helpful Engineering. No, logistics, maybe? Construction zone. This is one of my pain points with Notion. It does become a little bit difficult to... Oh, it's under resources, of course, because it's a resource. So these template buttons, actually, let me duplicate it. These template buttons are resources, and these are also like insanely useful. Insanely useful. I'm going to show you in a moment here. Oh, hold on. There's a setting I need to turn on. Setting? Oh. Security. Here we go. It's disable moving pages to other workspaces. No, that's off. So why can't I? Oh, is this not a page? Oh, okay, fine. So you go in here, and I'll move you there. Yeah, there we go. The page, it has to be in a page in order for it to be moved. So y'all didn't see that, but that's okay. So I have a template button for this marketing matrix in a box that I've been working on. I have a template of a getting things done, sort of agile methodology type of a pipeline. So that's what we're going to put here. So now we'll see, y'all should see a new ad. Yep, there we go. So now when I hit new Agile pipeline, that generates a full pipeline with all the same specs, all the same stats, all the same stuff. So this is just a carbon copy, right? So here's a project pipeline. Boom, there's our projects, right? We need areas, right? What are the different places that we are thinking about? And now we can go and grab all these other things, right? So we've got tools, timing, sponsors, streamers to invite. So let's think about this in the context of an organization, right? A set of departments, right? So we've got production, right? The people who are actually planning. In fact, let's go ahead right now and turn that into a page, right? So let's say the team making the content branding event itself, right? And then we will, oh, I left that note. You didn't see that. This is the thing with Notion, right? Like, I don't know how wise it is to just show